I'm chewing. I can't do the intro. Plus, y'all keep telling me.
God.
Y'all keep telling me no. Let Eli do the intro. So no. I'll let y'all do a cool intro.
The recording.
Welcome
I'll
back.
let y'all do it.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'll let y'all do a cool. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah. With that, no, I'm doing the intros. Screw you. No.
So the whole point was
that's
to
too
be
boring.
eating your
Gotta
stuff
have-
the whole time.
It's too late, dude. The moment has passed. You didn't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Like it's past now. Nope, you gotta
No,
wait
yeah,
just
no, I
until
know.
next Friday.
Oh no, yeah, I
Yeah.
know. But we're gonna have an even bigger sponsor next week. Okay.
A bigger sponsor
Next
like
time we go on
Dasani
break?
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
your stuff before we get
Dang
back
it, I
on.
can't use that now. Thanks a lot.
Low key, is it even legal to claim you have a sponsor when you don't?
We're giving them free advertisement. They shouldn't complain.
That's like not what a sponsor is.
Yeah.
That's the exact opposite of a sponsor.
We're
Just so
sponsoring
say it's
them.
sponsored by them. Make up a fictional company. That's all. Say you're sponsored by Vigo and his traveling whatever.
Eagle.
Yeah. Or by the
Dumbasses
Lion Shields Coster.
For all your shield and Wolfie hide
Costering needs.
Okay, so we're heading to the Shrine of Tymora.
Alright, so you all finish up your breakfast and you pack up and head out of the inn and head over to the shrine. You see Sister
Garale.
Garale.
There we go. Standing there where you left her. The group approaches and she nods and she's holding her basket and she's kind of sitting down on the ground, kind of with her legs crossed.
So,
I'm
You
gonna
said
put
you-
two because I only have gold right now, but so I'm gonna do that.
you're gonna what?
I'm gonna put
All I heard
two
was
gold
somebody
in
making
the
out with
basket.
Okay.
Well, dang,
Yeah, somebody
Mahi
kept
goes,
smacking their mouth.
Mahi goes to put 3 copper in and sees you putting. He's like,
I only have gold. Leave me alone.
All right.
still gives her. I'm still giving her 3 copper though.
Pytha's kind of like making a face as they're giving her money because she got so screwed over earlier.
Mahi
So-
just mouths, "I'm trying to be nice."
She kind of rattles the basket near her ear. Yeah, that might be enough.
So you said that you might be able to help me if I had my group with me.
Well, this involves probably all of you, but do any of you know of the basket weaver?
The what?
Pyth looks like she just got slapped.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god.
Heck yes, Mahi face.
Be what?
Say that again.
Excuse me?
Do any of you know of the basket weaver?
No.
Let me check my notes real quick because yes, but I'm pretty sure I have that name
This
written
will be
down.
the great
We've heard of him. Yes. Her, him, them.
Him. Yeah.
She-
Our friend. Of him too. Yeah.
She looks generally surprised.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
She is inciting check all of you.
We're not lying.
I'm also not lying. I have no clue what this thing is. I do, but I don't.
The whole
Preston
group
does.
Bobby just
shock.
heard
Angela
his,
was
vision. His dream last night of the basket weaver.
She kind of nods to the rest of you. Interesting. Well, let's she looks past you all and then looks back at you. Let's I'll take you over to my my home just over yonder here,
Let's go weave some baskets, baby.
and we'll have more of a private chat. Come along, everybody. And she grabs her basket and she hobbles over, leading the way.
You have a home?
I hate clerics. I hate clerics.
She talks while you guys kind of walk down the street. You head towards not you're still in the town square area, but you're heading towards the end of it, in the direction of where the orchards are. And she stops at one of the corner houses there. Like, we all have been some big news around here with this. But do y'all have a name for your mercenary group?
No.
Dishonorables.
No.
No.
We're working on it.
Honorably dishonorable.
Well, ever since the red bands ran out of town and that dragon showed up and all this other commotion, you guys have been pretty busy, and now your friend there looks like she's about ready to die. She opens her front door and she ushers the rest of you in as she stands out.
I
Mike
walk in.
looks so
Walk in.
annoyed.
Everybody walks in.
Yep.
Okay.
As,
All right.
as you're
who-
walking through, Mahi whispers to Pyth, "What do you think I looked at you funny when I first met you?"
Do you know how many times I could have killed you in your sleep if I wanted to?
Mahi just kind of holds his hands up. That's not what I. Holy crap. Mahi's like, genuinely like, chill, like, just said
Hyde
the
is
word.
in a bad mood.
Chill with this, gives you the bottle. No, he doesn't.
Pyth, you are wearing your amulet now, right?
Probably would have taken it off before I came back over here, but I did not say that I did that, so...
Not. Alrighty.
Shma.
Who is taking up the rear here?
He's gonna kill us all.
Angela would like to take up the rear. If Tavi wants to, I mean.
Yeah, Tavis is watching the back. The caboose.
Tavi is on the rear? Okay. Okay, so you all kind of pile into the home. It's first glance. Who was in front? Was it Tor?
Think so. I was the first one to say anything, so.
Real modest dwelling here. Kind of almost just a kind of a similar shape of what Darren's house was. You've got a couple of rooms to the left and right, kind of a kitchen area, and then like an upstairs kind of loft area. But it's really bare. There's like one chair, one table. There are like a ton of like this lady decorates in baskets. There are a ton of woven baskets like littering around the edges of the floorboards.
Hyde is visibly confused.
It's really weird. It's a little off-taking here. Very, very simple too.
Is she a cleric
and
of
it doesn't
Tymora?
doesn't look very clean in this home. There's
She's a hoarder.
significant amount of dust. As she closes the door, she locks it behind you.
Insight check. Insight check.
Can I stealthily unlock it?
I need Pythavin to roll a grapple check for me.
Oh,
What?
I'm in trouble, guys. I'm in trouble.
Fine.
This is good.
It's an acrobatics.
Mhm.
I'm avoiding a grapple. Well, that's
Yes.
not bad.
10.
No.
4.
19.
11.
19. That's nice, but Not a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
You
Oh,
watch
God.
as she locks the
Freaking
door,
serious.
and she immediately runs over to Pythavin, grabs her, pulls out a knife,
Jesus.
and puts it to Pythavin's throat, and backs up into the door away from the rest of you as y'all pretty much are taken by surprise at this. You notice too, as well, she pulls back her hood, and her face changes. And you kind of watch as this glimmer effect occurs, and what you see
Sister.
still an elven, but much younger and much hotter than she lived previously. As the
Yeah.
gray
Freaking-
fades away,
I'm a
turns
married dragon. I'm a married dragon. I'm a married dragon.
turns to
I'm
black.
married spot. I'm married spot.
Her voice changes as well. Where do you know the basket weaver?
Easy, easy,
Where did you
easy,
hear that?
easy.
Hey,
Hey.
do you want to be freaking fireball? I will kill everybody in this room. I
Tor-
swear
Tor,
on
no.
any
Tor,
god.
calm
you
down.
will kill us
Stop
all.
talking.
Cleric's not
Stop
in a
talking.
position to negotiate
Whoa.
here.
Stop
Tell me,
talking.
where
No,
did you
not
hear
gonna
of the basket weaver?
Our
Why
friend
does
Archer.
it matter?
Archer.
Baron. Runevalor.
Shakes his head. Shakes her head. Never heard of him.
I can't help that you've never heard of him. That's where we've heard of him from. He said his mother told him stories of the basket weaver when he grew up. That's the legit end of what we know about him.
Where did he grow up?
God, DM help.
Nice.
I would know.
Neverwinter Woods.
Near
No,
Tribor.
Neverwinter Woods? Tribor?
Hold on. Wait, no.
In that area.
I'm not helping you
Sorry, I
guys.
don't have-
This is
No, okay.
pitiful.
No.
I have my notes in front of me.
He's from Tribal. It used to be Thunder Tree, but then you changed it.
Yeah,
was
we
tr-
had
it was
Thunder Tree.
Tribor
and then
Tree.
It's from
Tribor
Tribor.
Tribal.
I had it
Tribal.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Spent
had it
time
in
in
my notes.
Neverwinter Woods, though.
Where is he? He's not in your group?
He's dead.
He's dead.
How?
I'm sitting here with my hands up as if I actually.
Just still
He got
holding on.
freaking decapitated by a drow. What do you want from us, lady?
Working for the
No,
Black
I don't-
Spider?
Absolutely
Yes.
not.
What do you know? Wait, the drow was working for the Black Spider. We're not. Just to clarify your question.
Can I have my 2 gold back?
Indeed. Because I phrased it either way.
Wait, okay, what did you ask? Because I heard, are you working for the Black Spider?
She actually just said working for the Black Spider.
Okay, so I answered correctly.
drow
Absolutely
is.
not.
She releases you.
Good God. Couldn't you just ask those questions like a freaking normal person? What's
She kinda-
wrong with you?
Her she was pretty serious there for a moment, but then she relaxes a little bit and she kind of smirks. Just had to make sure I knew who I was dealing with.
Can I go and lock the door?
So you were planning to just, what, bring us all in here and kill us?
You think you would have been able to kill us all?
I actually would have loved to see you try.
Let's not
Come
dwell
on,
on the
you just-
past.
Let's not.
Let's not dwell on the past.
Mahi, calm down. She put the knife down already.
God, what's wrong with you?
I apologize for the charade,
You should!
but this is what we do in our line of work.
I
You mean
hate
charade?
whatever your line of work is.
In the cleric line of work? What?
You know, I was wondering
Clearly.
why you were such a terrible cleric.
You're not who we thought you were.
We?
Apparently.
Who is we?
We are the Harpers.
This music is way too intense.
Perfect.
Do I
perfect
know
timing
this?
with the
Yeah.
The what?
The Harpers.
Do any
Do
of
I
us
know
know
the
what this
DM?
is?
You guys can all roll history checks.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, because
What's
I'm
my history
excellent at
modifier?
these. You son of a gun! I hate you. Knuckin' futz.
Yeah.
That's the third critical one in a row.
I got
Mahi's like, there
I
are
got a
no factions
17.
outside of the order.
Right?
I
What
got a
time did you get?
17.
17? Okay.
Oh, what did
21.
Tommy
What about
get? Hold
Tommy?
on.
Oh.
Tommy got a 16.
16?
Yay.
This is crap. I got a 10.
All right.
That's better than a
We're-
freaking 1.
We're the brains.
Tommy's just like, yes, the Harpers.
Of course. Everybody knows
Those
the
guys.
Harpers.
What did you roll, Angelo?
21.
21. Okay. Okay. So, Angelo, you are familiar with them.
Wow. How?
Because you
Sorry,
rolled 21.
please.
That's simple.
Brayden.
Yeah, that's why. They are a semi-secret organization. They are dedicated to promoting good. Mostly, they're about balance. There are Friends of the Lord's Alliance, among other factions as well. The Order of the Gauntlet, not your order, Mahi. They are Friends of the Emerald Enclave. They're mostly made up of rangers, druids, clerics, fighters. They've got lots of different types. They're not really set on one particular class. For the most, they're looking to balance out the different other factions. They're the ones that, if one of the other factions, good or evil, so they're the true neutral faction here, but if any of the other factions end up becoming too powerful, they balance it back.
Cool.
Nice.
Pretty much are just a huge collection of spies.
Sweet.
And other than to their own faction, they don't hold allegiance to any city, state, or location in particular. They
If you knew this, you'd like his style. Well, their
pretty
style.
much throughout the whole continent.
Even if Pyth knew this, she doesn't like their style. She was almost just killed. Again.
Some reading material.
I'll do that later.
Better believe
Alright.
it. That's cool.
So some of you recognize it, others are what, and so she somewhat explains that in more common terms. She goes, well, this brings us to here. We've been watching your group for quite some time.
Oh,
Needless
fantastic.
to say, initially we thought you might be part of it, and now we have determined, especially by your reactions here this morning, unfortunate bystanders is what it seems like. Some of you more unfortunate than others. She looks over to Pythavan.
We're far from
Shut up.
bystanders.
We know of you,
Her.
Mr.
Oh, I was like, what did I
Mustache
say?
Man, as well.
What did you call me?
Mr. Mustache Man?
Yes.
I have a name.
Oh, do you?
Oh, you do.
Do you? Are you going by Angelo now?
Oh?
Mustache Man is fine.
Tor makes that sound. Oh?
Pyth just looks at Angela and raises her eyebrows, says nothing.
Listen,
Carry on.
we are
Angelo slumps back.
Mahi, with all due respect, shut up and let the lady talk.
She says, Sister Garale understands you. But we've been watching your exploits actually ever since Athkatla. It was
Nothing.
impressive how you took down the guild. We were planning on intervening ourselves.
No eye contact. I'm glad you think so.
Staring at Angelo.
To that point, actually, we were hoping that you would possibly help us with your investigation. Maybe even join our cause. You seem to have a knack for it.
I'm listening.
Well, the grand scheme of everything at this point, I'm sure that you're all aware, is you seem to have involved yourself in somewhat of a MacGuffin hunt for this, was it Forge of Spells, I believe it's referred to?
Yes.
We've been following the Black Spider for quite some time. In fact, actually, ever since Athkatla is what tipped us off initially.
That's great. Do you know anything that could actually help us, or...
No, cleric. She has a point here.
Apologies if I don't feel like I have much time for monologuing. I am sort of on a timeline.
Your apology is accepted, cleric. No.
I'll continue.
What?
Oh my word.
I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on.
Oh God.
Let me ask you what your group, other than just being at the wrong place at the wrong time, what motivations do you all have for finding the Forge? As we know what the enemies are.
Well, personally, I have no interest in the Forge. But I know that they do.
Want to keep that slimy drow bitch away from it.
I'm just doing my job and making sure this doesn't fall in the wrong hands.
And this drow that you're referring to, this is the one that killed your friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she describes her appearance, and it matches. It's the same one.
Virith.
That would be her.
Virith Zorlaren.
How do you spell that?
Familiar with her.
How do you spell that?
XOR.
No, wait.
Hey, hey, Angelo, you okay?
Type it in.
I'm good.
Is that what you were expecting?
Huh?
Okay, now Tommy will actually say something.
Yay, go Tavi!
XORLARRIN.
I'm breaking.
I
Y'all are
got
breaking
it.
up for me.
Oh no.
So I
Well,
want
you
to
could
type
try-
it in the chat.
We've been tracking
Um,
her for some time.
Eli, you can try leaving the chat and joining it again. It usually works. for
I
me.
have,
Oh.
and it actually made it worse.
That's
Tavi
okay.
was gonna say something, guys.
Well, Tommy raises his hand a little bit. I have some
Yes, Mr. Goliath in the back.
relation- Yeah, what? Didn't catch her name, but had a vision last night, and
I kind of blinks.
Eyebrow raised.
She looks a little
guys-
skeptical when you mentioned you had a vision.
a flashback, so to speak, of my past, and while we were revolting against our slave masters, I recognized that the drow woman. She actually saved my life, and as she did, she winked at me just the same way when she took Archer's life. That's where I remember her from 30 years ago.
What the hell, Tavi?
I bent over and I just let out like a stream of primordial curses and then stand back up.
Sister G
It
kind of just
it
backs
was a
up and
rep-
kind of let you guys discuss that.
It was a repressed memory, guys. That's why I was
No,
hugging all of you.
I don't
so
even know
much,
what to do with that
because
information,
I
Tavi.
remembered.
How the heck?
I know. I'm
Let me get
conflicted.
this straight.
I know.
The drow
No, no.
woman saved you? What?
Yes.
Tavi,
I was
Tavi.
about to be attacked. Yes.
Okay, thing is, she saved your life once. She's tried to kill you multiple times now. It doesn't balance out. She's the enemy now, so we get to pummel her. Got it?
Are you absolutely
Uh,
certain that this was a vision and not just a dream where you were projecting her face onto someone from your
No.
memories?
No. It was real.
I'm still killing
Very
her.
real. And you have every right to. Go for it.
Cool. Glad we understood.
Well, at least we're in agreement.
Where was this?
It was in a cell.
Okay, where?
Wherever the DM cell was. About, I don't remember. I'm not writing anything down. I'm driving. I was driving. So
The fire giants that you were taken into were up north. The Iron Slag Fortress is the keep that you recall.
yes, there it is. The Iron Slag Fortress.
Why would she?
Of course, this was also over 30 years ago.
Yes, I mentioned that to him. That part.
What in the world is this woman's motivation?
Sister G kind of
Really?
kind of picks up here. Well, those of us in the know suspect that she actually is the Black Spider. Black Spider operated a thieves guild out in Athkatla some 5-6 years ago, where they had a little bit of a setback. Prior to that, accordingly, they actually were an open, not necessarily secretive. They've gone underground since then. But they've been operating for the past 25 years.
May I
Their
ask
influence
why you
up and
think?
down the Sword Coast.
May I ask why you think she specifically is the Black Spider?
And she kind of looks at you and kind of darts her eyes a little bit. Because we don't know who the actual leader is other than her. And everywhere we turn, she's there. We suspect that she is going by the alias herself. She seems to be in control and command.
We've seen
How
the black.
she's able to develop her armies and minions in such quick timing is beyond us. We have infiltrated her. Well, them, I should say, not specifically her. She's always eluded us. And every time we shut them down, a few years later, they pick back up where they started.
We've seen letters referring to the Black Spider as him. I mean, unless she... I suppose she could have just an entire alter ego and be convincing people that it's not her, but...
It doesn't make sense though. She seems like she's not the one in charge. Like interacting with her, she got really intense.
She seems pressured.
Also, when we accused her of being a lackey, it's not really quite adding up.
Angelo, do you have any thoughts?
Koi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He
What
seems
were we
out of it.
talking about? The drow. Yes, the black spider. I don't know. She could be the black spider, leading us astray, having us chase trails that will lead to nowhere.
Either way, whether she is the Black Spider or not, if she gets her hands on it, the Black Spider has his hands on it. Their hands on it. Don't care. We can't let her get it. We can't let the Black Spider get it.
This we agree on. It's our position that nobody gets the forge. And that includes, and she looks over to Angelo, includes your friends over at the Lord's Alliance. Too much power for one faction to hold.
I agree.
We propose that it's destroyed.
You can't just destroy it.
Why not?
Everything can be destroyed.
Well, yeah, you physically can, but it's the amount of information and the tools that can be gained from it are invaluable. You can't just destroy that.
That
But
is
that's
the
It's
danger.
like
point.
burning down Candlekeep.
There's a reason that history buried it, and we prefer it remained buried. It belongs in a museum. Quote the famous archaeologist.
Can you put an entire forge in a museum?
I agree it should be regulated, but you can't just destroy things you don't like because you're afraid of it.
The mausoleum, more like it.
The point is, Tor, if this gets in the wrong hands, it could be disastrous, and everybody
If
will wish that they
anything
were
gets in
controlled.
the wrong hands, it could be disastrous. Imagine
this
if your
is quite-
sword had landed in Tavit's hands instead of yours.
Correct, but this is a little
There you go.
We lost him.
bigger
Just a
than a pissed
little-
off sword. So
This is the
I'm assuming you're going a little bit different.
We didn't
It's
hear
the
you.
same
Mahi.
principle, though, Mahi.
I just said basically this is a little bit different than a ticked off sword.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's the same principle, Mahi. If you start destroying things you fear just because you fear what may happen, you start somewhere, and before you know it, it's everywhere. And then we just destroy things that we're scared of because we don't understand them. We're afraid of what they might possibly be, and we never go to understand them. We never learn how they can be used for good.
But if I understand correctly, we
Can
are
I-
campaigning to destroy whatever is in that sword, correct?
Pyth is gonna also just quietly
This-
put a hand on Tor's shoulder.
Well, the sword we know is evil. If the sword would stop trying to kill people, then we wouldn't have to destroy what's in the sword.
I suppose it's no gain for us to argue right now.
What's this about some sword?
Long story.
Mahi
Nothing
has a
that-
possessed sword.
You know, we don't know her. She did just okay. That's fine.
Okay, come on. It comes out eventually with everybody, okay? You start talking to your sword. The sword possesses you. You kill somebody. Like, it happens, okay? Everybody knows. It's not like it's a secret.
I mean, we didn't have to come out and say, "Hey, this guy has a cursed sword."
It doesn't
Well,
matter,
show
it's
her.
out now.
Anyway,
Any more information that you can give us? We are also on the hunt for the Black Spider, as you very, very well know.
My questions are more specific to why the Black Spider is hunting you.
Your guess is as good as
Pers-
ours.
Personal
My
agenda.
guess
Because we're
is that you
annoying.
have something that they want.
Or maybe we're
Yeah,
just
we're just-
really annoying.
You know, maybe we shouldn't just tell her everything. Okay.
What did Tor say?
Tor didn't say anything. I don't know
Oh,
what
I-
Mahi's going on about.
Yeah, no one
okay.
said anything.
Oh, I thought you said something about the keys. That's why I said that. If you didn't say
No!
anything, then,
No.
yeah, then Mahi didn't say anything. Then
Pyth
I
said
thought
because
you
we're
said
really
about that.
annoying.
Actually,
Yeah,
Tor
okay.
also said because we're annoying.
Oh, okay.
Because every time I see her, I chromatic orb her until she leaves.
Hmm.
She was after us before we even knew she was with the Black Spider.
She's after us because we keep getting in her way.
We weren't even here for the black spider. We were supposed to freaking deliver some stuff to Fandolin and then go about our business. Get some gold. Leave.
She
Nope.
kind of shakes her head.
And then she killed our friend. So
So now it's personal, and I'll murder her.
Can I insight check this lady?
Go ahead.
Me too. I would like to also.
And see if she's actually like,
Sure.
I don't know, trying to pull a sneaky
Because I mean,
on us.
she's shape-shifting as far as I'm aware.
That's an
21.
She didn't shapeshift. It was disguise self. She just
As
removed.
far as I'm concerned.
I rolled an 18 also on. Rolled
An 18 on insight.
21 and 18 on insights.
21. Okay. Yeah, both of you. As far as the read that you're getting on her, I mean, other than the whole going from witch to hotness, yeah, she seems to be on level with what she's telling you currently.
Currently being the key word there, guys.
Yeah.
So give me 2 minutes and I'll just lay down another insight check.
You don't really get anything as far as any kind of negative or malintent from her at this point.
So
She
listen,
did-
lady.
She does seem to be somewhat frustrated with the rest of y'all.
You gonna help us or not? Or was that just something to lure us into the cottage so you could point knives at us and immediately start accusing us before going off and giving your life story, expecting us to give ours and do whatever, okay? So you gonna help us or not?
Very well. I can assist you. I understand your friend's been poisoned.
Little bit.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, my attempts to heal her did not work, so as I said, this is outside of my ability to heal. But I do know of some others that might be of assistance to you.
Are you even actually a cleric?
Oh, yes. Tymora guides me.
Hmm.
That part was
So
not
what's
a
with
lie.
the baskets?
My appearance is just to make sure that I can remain in sight while being out of sight, if that makes sense. It helps. You see a lot of things when you sit in the town square day in and day out.
So what's with the baskets?
Oh, that's kind of our little code word. We say to each other to represent other Harper agents.
So what I'm hearing
Said-
is Archer's mom was a
Archer's
Harper
mom was a
agent.
Harper agent.
So since that you have heard it from someone else, and I highly doubt that you are Harpers yourselves, otherwise this conversation would have been over a while ago. I suspect that your friend, whoever informed you, was either involved or knew someone who was. They're good allies to have.
Can't disagree with you there.
But also worse enemies on the other end as well. And some of that changes from time to time. Kings rise and falls, and we are there for each one. Unfortunately, our attention drives us elsewhere, but for the time being, since you all are involved, and it sounds like you have a personal stake in this, we would like the assistance. But for whatever your personal intentions are with the Forge, and it reminds you that this is the ultimate goal, I'd ask you, as opposed to handing it over to either faction, that we destroy it. And if you have anything pertaining to any ability to find the Forge, destroying it will end this conflict very quickly. I'll leave that moral quandary to your own time. For the meantime, your cleric needs assistance. I have a few friends, allies of ours, that, well, as she laughs, one of them is. The other one, not so much. But she's powerful. Powerful people tend to know a lot. I'll give you the choice of which one you think might be the better option. But if you travel down north, either through Neverwinter Woods, but my suggestion would be to go around. Going through the woods is treacherous at best. But not too far away from Neverwinter itself, near the Neverwinter River, there is now it's ruined accordingly, destroyed when the volcano erupted probably about 30 years ago. Anyway, the ruins of Thunder Tree is your destination. I have a druid friend there. He's a member of the Emerald Enclave. He knows everything there is about the area. More specifically, he has been to the Underdark, survived. And there are many paths. If this curse occurs, especially by the hand of a drow, my suggestion is he might be able to help you find what you need in order to cure it.
How long would it take on foot? But looks at Pythwin, looks her up and down when he asks this.
Could Pyth even make it on foot?
Well, I have a plan for that, so... But
Well, consideration, it is a little bit of a journey, and I don't know how long your friend has, but this may take a few days. However,
she has
the
maybe
other
a day
alternative...
or two.
Better move quickly then. The other alternative, unfortunately, will not spare you any more time. It's actually equidistant in the opposite direction. But near Conneberry, there is a hidden grove. And forgive me for you might be skeptical of the source of whether this entity would be able to help you, but we know of an somewhat ancient being that lives in the grove. Her name is Agatha. She is a banshee.
Ooh, we might want to avoid banshee.
Pyth is staring into the distance, slowly realizing their options.
However, she is ancient and she knows many things. In fact, the Harpers use her for a source of knowledge on multitude occasions. She does somewhat, how shall I say this, balance out that area, if it makes sense. We would normally, and I believe, and she looks at Mahi and your shield and she kind of nods to you. Maybe not your order, Paladin, but the preceding one would have certainly tried to take out such creatures. Which is actually important to, let's say, the ecosystem, if you will. If you have ever traveled to Conneberry, the tales are true. Those that travel past the Triboard Trail are good to avoid that town. It's haunted. First.
If y'all have ever been to Conneberry, yeah, we lost 3 weeks there, lady.
Well, then you know exactly why. Well, the reason that that area is secluded and contained is because of Agatha. She's the one that cursed it.
Freaking Agatha.
But if she was ever destroyed...
Well, job protecting it when we went in there. Mm-hmm.
Well, the point is not about protecting it. About keeping it there. She contains it. They can't leave the area. Since Conneberry's ruined anyway. The rest of the realm is fine. So we let her be. However, as you might assume, such creatures are not without some ability to negotiate, as opposed to being just destroyed outright.
I'm gonna be real here. The druid is kind of looking like the more favorable option.
Well, the druid is certainly more of an ally. Well, when he is lucid enough to be, you will. Well,
chuckling an archer.
You will find out when you meet him, if you meet him. If you decide to visit the Banshee, and she would also be very familiar with things of necrotic natures. She might be able to assist you as well, but appeal to her vanity is what I suggest. And she might not kill you on sight.
Ah,
Well, there's always that. What do you think is the better option? The more option to get our friend healed.
Well, I always tend to leave it to luck. And she pulls out a coin and flips it in the air.
I hate luck.
You see, this is exactly why I don't trust gods.
You see, the
And
thing
he
is,
just,
I
like,
have
looks at the
very
group
bad luck.
Apparently, but look at it from our side. As far as Fandolin's concerned, been very lucky. No more red brands.
I was about to say, I don't think that's luck. We worked really hard to make that happen. That was a lot of hard work.
You're
Well,
welcome.
You took down the glass staff. Unfortunately, it
I
sounds like
tapped the
someone
staff on the
else
ground.
took him down.
Clink, clink.
You did arrest him. Well, technically, someone else arrested him.
We caught him.
We
But you
brought
did
him
catch
in.
You did catch him, and you did set the series of events that led the town being under new management. You did spare us from the dragon, though I might have to save one or two of you.
I just kind of looks
Uh-huh.
up at the ceiling like, I don't know what you're talking about.
And so far as any of us is aware of, the Black Spider does not yet currently have the forge. So whatever you all might be hiding from him, it seems to be working, because we are all here. I suspect we wouldn't be if the situation was altered. So pat yourselves on the back. Unfortunately, I wish I could be of more assistance, but that is all that I can offer at this moment.
Well, it's more than what we had. So, either way, I do appreciate your help, even if you outshanked our friend.
Might be able to add one more little trick to that as well. Be sure on your way out, speak to Barthen. We have some caravans inbound from Tribor,
Yes.
and we might be able to provide some transportation to your destination.
Oh, thank God. I don't want to walk anymore. Walking sucks.
Okay. Out of character. Dang it! Why? This is the first time I get to use my spell for transportation.
I mean, you could
Gosh,
still
darn it.
use
You
it.
can-
There
you
might
can
be too
still
many
do it.
people for the caravan.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Right, like you can.
Like, you remember last time somebody had to walk. Now we can go
Yes.
fast.
I just want to go on a boat. I don't want to be on land anymore. I don't want to walk.
Oh my word!
What I
It's
mean.
all
I
be
want to be a
pirate.
pirate.
When is this
I'll be
caravan
pirate.
coming in?
As soon as you're ready.
That implies that it's already here.
That is correct.
Well, that's great.
Unfortunately, we're missing a shipment of butterskull butter.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Dang, can't go on without that butter. You know, it's just so freaking important.
I'm sorry, cleric. You're going to have to wait. We have to get some butter.
There's a lot of things about Fandolin that are not enticing, but butterskull is sublime. If you've never had it before,
I don't
You mean,
care.
you mean like Fandolin?
no, not like Fandolin. It's the only thing in
Then-
Fandolin that's worth coming to Fandolin.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Is Fandolin itself is not enticing.
No,
It's the
Never mind.
butter.
no.
I feel like if the only selling point of your town is butter, you just need to get a whole new town.
Well, it's not our butter, but we're the closest on the way in between Tribor and Neverwinter. Once
Sorry,
we come out
your
for the
butter.
ranch, it's about 5 miles away from
We're
Canada.
talking about butter! What? Not even your butter.
What?
Okay. Guys, I gotta go. I'll be back real
Barthen
quick.
may have some, and you can certainly ask him when you go there. But it's really cool. It's butter, but it's shaped in a little skull. They have a very unique mold. It's very popular.
What the hell
never
is
heard it
wrong
before.
with this place?
I don't know. And Mahi looks at Python. Skulls are pretty cool. You can tell he's being totally sarcastic. I'd actually like to try some of this butter.
Something must have happened to the
Still just
ranch.
looking.
Oh,
They never sent their last shipments in.
What a shame.
would
Well,
it?
you'd be surprised trying to uphold the balance. When there's no butter, these people go crazy.
Anyway,
Absolute
thank you
chaos,
for
I assume.
Yeah.
thank you for the information. If that's all you actually have to share, we will be taking it and we will be on our way. We do
Of
have.
course, you're welcome to tit for tat and share any information that you may have.
I don't know anything. All right, are we ready to go?
Hmm.
I don't want
suppose
to speak
so.
for Tor because Tor's not here right now, but
Tor tells all of our secrets right here. No.
all of them, everything right here.
And she turns to Python, and I'm curious though. Multiple encounters with the drow, she is not known to leave survivors. My question is, why are you even still alive?
Because we're really good at fighting and running away. Mostly the running away part.
Hmm.
And the fighting part.
So again, it's just kind of funny that you thought you could take all of us.
I would not underestimate her.
Shut up, Angelo. Nobody asked you.
I've been around the block a few times, my dear.
I'm
By the
sure
way,
you
if
have.
everyone is planning
What?
on leaving, Tor is gonna leave. My
Okay.
sister just texted me.
Oh, what happened to her?
She's just.
No, she's using the bathroom real quick.
Oh, okay. So she leaves the door. She goes out.
Yeah, she leaves if everyone
Or-
else is.
Oh, I gotcha. She's just gonna follow along. Okay.
And I'd just like to let the record show that next time you want to get information out of somebody, maybe threatening them with a blade is not the best way to do it, especially when they were previously on your side anyway. But, alas, that's in the past.
In our occupation, it's the only way to get the truth out. Also, it's fun. She laughs.
Ryan kind of squints at her. A small smile.
Yep.
Kind of like nods his head.
And you
like,
kind of watch as she flips back her hood, and then she picks up her basket and she waves her hand in front of her face. And you kind of watch as the hair kind of lengthens and grays and whitens, and her face wrinkles back, and she looks back like the way she saw before. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Bye, Sister Garale.
Yeah.
She unlocks the door and opens it for you. Good luck, Tymora be on you.
Pyth walks out.
He walks out.
Angelo does not walk out.
Tor, I assume, will walk out.
Yes.
Tavith will walk out.
Sure.
All right.
I wasn't gonna be weird, but then I was like,
Tavi kind of starts to walk out the door, stops, and then kind of turns and kind of shrugs and goes, never mind. Sister G kind of stares you down, Angelo.
Sister G.
Sister G.
Sister G. Sister G.
call me now.
Is your name really Sister Garale?
Oh, yeah. I told you. I only lied about my appearance. Everything else is true.
Well, if you or the Harpers ever need assistance, you can always count me as an ally.
She nods.
Well,
Kind of points to her basket. Gives you the wink.
of course. I will be off now. Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by. If you all need any potions, let me know.
Oh, wait, hold on. You got potions?
What is the cost?
The rest of you stop.
You
Turn
got
around.
you got drugs? That was really
You got
loud.
the
I live in a
good.
dorm.
You got drugs?
Yeah, drugs. What?
Drugs.
She leans over to you, Python. She's still in her house. You guys are on her porch, and she leans across the threshold, and she goes, "Well, I am a cleric.
How much for a potion of healing?
50 gold.
Can you reduce it any for a fellow cleric?
Fellow cleric.
Yeah. We're gonna ignore the symbol on my amulet.
Yeah, I was about to say that is a nat 20.
Oh,
And she, as you lean in, your amulet kind of pops out,
probably just
and she
hangs
looks at it,
forward. Yeah. Oop.
and you kind of just watch. She frowns and shakes her head.
Pyth like glances down at her own amulet and then just sighs and goes for the 50 gold.
Too rich for my blood.
Go ahead and take a potion of healing.
Shma. Me facing consequences of my actions?
Imagine
She kind of looks around and then looks back at you. She looks down the street and looks back at you, and she goes, "You might want to do something about that."
It's not exactly a disease.
Some of us are a little bit understanding, and you kind of almost her voice kind of goes back to her normal voice. But should you continue on that path, we may not have to be allies in the future.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, shall we?
We always do. He always rises up every once in a great while.
For now, be
If you-
lucky he's on our side.
Not the one I would have chosen, of course. But be warned, if you do go into Neverwinter Woods, I have heard there is a following of a similar fashion there.
Eee. Pyth actually does kind of wince at that. I will keep that in mind.
She nods, but she doesn't say anything.
Pyth's just gonna take her potion and walk away, because that was a conversation.
Alrighty. She closes the door, and you hear lock behind.
Well, that was something.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I was not expecting that. I might not be the most excellent judge of character, but that was a lot more than what I thought. And now I regret a couple of things.
Well, I want us to weigh all of our options. Obviously, I'm assuming the Banshee is out of the question.
Yeah. I've met a banshee before. They're not nice.
We killed it.
We killed a banshee.
Yeah. The banshee that we met.
Actually, we didn't kill it, if I recall. Not
Yes, we
exactly.
did.
Either way, I don't think it matters because we're not going that way. And there is a time issue with going to the druid.
We have horses at least now.
We do.
An agreement for horses.
Or we do have a guaranteed cure with the drow.
It's not guaranteed.
I was going to say, I think that's not very much guaranteed. She seems the type of person to use our desperation to her advantage by not giving us the cure and making us go through the entire thing and then just killing us anyway.
She would hold up on her end.
What makes you so sure?
I just know things. I get a hunch and it's never wrong.
You are so insufferable.
So I have been told. So the druid, which I would like to point out, I already knew about the druid yesterday. And well, either way. Shall we go?
Perhaps we could get there faster with Coralyn's help.
You know, okay.
I don't like him either, you idiot. But I'm dying.
I pull out the stone. Coralyn, Fandolin, now.
You know, that's not what I was gonna say. But okay, that's fine. That's fine. I deserve it.
Didn't you say you were
Mahi's just
going to buy a new sword?
Yeah, I just hope to. You know what? I'll tell you what. I don't know how the sword will react to me buying a sword.
Pyth starts off in the direction of the blacksmith.
I'll pay you extra. But what?
DM, did you hear Angela?
Yeah, I
No.
did.
Okay,
What?
just wanted to make sure because the other two were talking.
Oh, yes.
Here's some money. How much does a battle axe cost?
Oh, he going battle axe, huh?
Battle
Maybe if
axe.
it's not a sword, maybe it won't get offended.
I'm kind of picking it up.
We're talking
still-
one-hander, huh?
Yeah, battle axe is basically has the same stats as a longsword. It can be one or two-handed, and it does a D8 plus whatever my modifier is. It's the same thing. It's just different look.
It's
Yeah.
10 gold pieces.
It's a slashing. Yeah, 10 gold.
Hey, if you need to buy me a sword, that's fine if that's all they have. But if you could actually find a battle axe, I'm kind of changing it up. If you don't mind.
I'll look around.
I give her 15 gold. Keep the change. Whatever it comes to.
I'll be back for the rest if she scams me, and I'm gonna head to the blacksmith.
Tor follows Pythavin.
Angela, you get a response back after a few moments. Well, well. I was wondering when you'd be checking in.
Okay.
That's
Freaking.
it.
Man
It's a message.
realizes. This man realizes I can only do it once a day, right?
Yeah.
Is the stone on speakerphone?
No, you can't respond.
It's dead.
Oh.
A few moments go by, and then you hear another voice in your head. Are you currently in Fandolin now?
Yes.
I'll be there shortly. We'll discuss some things. I met with Tor earlier last evening, early this morning.
Oh, did you?
This is not a conversation, it's one way. I will be there shortly. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's not a conversation. It's one way he tells you in response.
That is amazing.
You're wasting my spell slot, sir.
Man, Angelo's got big brains. He's just wasting these spells down.
So who needs counterspell? Just make them keep sending messages.
For real.
Right?
I got my own counter
Or
spell.
sending, not message, because message is a
I call it counter Coralyn. That's what I call it. I named it. It's copyrighted, like right there.
It's called I make him use all of his spell slots on sending.
It is now canon.
Alrighty. And with that, I will say that we will end for the evening, unless there are objections.
I don't object.
Can Tor and Pyth just do their shopping real quick?
Yeah, true.
Do you want to do it now, or do you want to pick it up next time?
Do it now so we
I
don't
wanna
have to
do
do
it
it next time.
Okay.
I want to do it now. That way we can just start next time, basically with Coralyn popping up.
All right. So both you and Python go to the Coster?
Mhm.
Yes, because if given the choice between staying with the boys or with Python, I'm going with Python.
Aw.
I
Alright.
mean,
Defense
look
of
at the
that.
choices, Python.
Don't think anything of it. Yeah, literally the only standard that has been met is that you are female. That's it, okay?
You are female and not like 7'4",
Handful is literally only 5'11", dude.
but you're with the 7'4s.
Okay, that's okay.
You kind of watch as little Angelo is left surrounded by
Large
It's on
men.
all
either
the
side of
scales
me.
and muscles.
As we
Alright,
enter
so
the Lion Shield
So
Coster.
you walk into the Lion Show Coster. You see Lenine is across her desk. Immediately, as soon as Python walks in, she just stops what she's doing and she just watching you. And
Pyth kind of raises her
Oh,
hands. I'm just here.
watching you intently based on the roll. All right. How can I help you?
Do you have any battle axes?
Sure. I think we got some. You need another non-advertised one again?
I don't care.
Okay.
It's not for me.
Just making sure.
You son of a biscuit! I gave you extra gold, and you're gonna do me like this? Okay.
Actually,
Listen, she's not getting anything from Lenine. Lenine doesn't like her. You sent the wrong person, to be honest.
I
Yeah.
didn't even send her. I just
Also,
taken her advice of.
you see,
taken help
the
from
thing is, you sent Pyth with extra gold and told her to keep the change. She's getting you the cheapest option.
So she walks over to the wall and kind of yanks up one of the models, basically, and you can kind of see it's like it was somewhat attached to it. So she takes a couple of pulls and it's out the wall. Walks around back to the counter, lays it across. That would be 12 gold.
Shoot! This woman is a crook.
This looks like a piece of crap.
And she kind of looks at you.
I agree. Hoo, hoo.
I'm sure this isn't probably for you, little lady.
It's not. Doesn't change the fact that it looks like a piece of crap.
Well,
Don't worry about it. Hoo, hoo.
you might not know a piece of crap if you sat on it.
I sure would. No, I'm looking at a piece of it right now.
Well,
Pyth's just
guess you aren't
smirking.
buying it then.
Do you have any other
Guess
ones?
you're not getting money then.
It's 13 gold now.
Do you
See,
have?
this is why you're not getting any money.
Do you have?
How do you even
any
stay in
other
business?
Torch is like really aggravating her, and you can watch as she kind of like her veins kind of popping out of her
Pyth
forehead.
puts a hand on top of Tor's head and just kind of leaves it there and keeps looking at Lenine. Do you have any other battle axes?
Sure. She looks behind the counter.
And surely a woman who is so skilled as yourself, you wouldn't want this to represent your work, would you?
Roll persuasion.
Because
Bonk!
it is a piece of crap. It's the display model. Everybody knows the display model's crap.
Tymora is not on my side.
Because you serve freaking Talos, dude. Stop. Oh my god, you can't have the best of both worlds, dude. You can't have cool Tempest, lightning powers, and good fortune, okay? One or the
You
other.
get one or the other.
Watch me! Roll a nat 1, because that's what I just did.
Did you really?
Yeah, yeah.
She kind of leans over and
She's
goes,
like, you're a thief.
That's gonna be 13 gold. And I'm all fresh out of battle axes except for this demo right here.
Do you have any long swords?
She kind of shakes her head. Fresh out.
There's a celestial voice of Mahi speaking to your head. Don't worry about it. Don't spend your gold on this crook.
Oh, come on, Pyth. Everybody else in town needs to know what a sucker Lenine here is. Sure, we can find something better literally anywhere else. Probably go sift through the garbage. Hey! We could invite Vigo back! Since he
That's
was so nice
true.
to leave for us,
We could contact
he
him.
would be thrilled to know that this town was open for business again. I hear he was doing really good here, Lenine.
They could really use a better weaponsmith. If
Go
this
ahead.
is
really
the best that
could.
you have.
Tor, since Tor's leading this one, go ahead and roll intimidation. So that's what you're doing.
With advantage? With advantage?
With
Would it just
advantage
be a
since you're both
straight
helping.
roll? Hold on, I lost my dice. Hold on, give me a
She's so
second.
excited.
You sent the crackheads to get you a weapon.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, dear Lord.
Okay, this isn't horrible. Do I have any intimidation? Hold on.
It's your charisma, so. It's at least
Okay, I was about to say I have a +5. What the heck? It's not. It's wrong page. 18.
18? Okay.
Yeah,
You do better than Mahi does half the time.
that was a lucky roll. If that would have been with disadvantage, that could have been bad.
She
Tymora's with
audibly
you.
sighs. And as soon as you start talking about Vigo, her whole countenance kind of falls, and she's like, ugh. Fine. I'll let you have the demo for 9 gold.
Fine, I'll take it.
Pleasure doing business with you.
As
Alrighty,
usual.
now, the door's that way. Don't let it hit you.
And Pyth
Thaumaturgy's
it open. Drops the gold on the table, picks up the axe, and just goes, "Thank you for your business," and heads out.
I follow her out.
Thaumaturgy's shut.
And he kind of watches the whole kind of store the store rattles a little bit, and as you close it, you kind of hear something fall down and crash.
Good.
I could hug both of you guys.
We're done. We're done with Lenine. Lenine's the BBEG for us at this point. We're so sick of her.
Pyth is
She's not what
swinging
you
the
call
axe
a
around.
people person.
Pyth's like kind of feeling the axe out, like, Do I have proficiency in battle axes? That would be really
Yeah.
funny.
Any of your Tempest, so your martial weapons in general.
You have proficiency in battle axes. That is amazing.
Yep, Tor, you kind of watch as Python kind of flips it from one hand to the other, and then she twirls it, and then does that whole.
Cool.
Flourish.
It was a very cool flourish.
It's very cool.
Unfortunately, I have no strength, so I still wouldn't be great at using it, but
But you can make it look nice.
Make it look pretty.
so just walking back over to Angelo and Mahi holding this battle axe, swinging it around.
Yeah. That's the line shit. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
The lion what?
The line.
He was gonna
Listen,
say the
you're
line
lucky you got that, okay?
The
Yeah,
line.
I know
What
who you were
costume?
dealing with, and honestly, that's fine. Felt like when you were in there, she was trying to cheat you, and I was like trying to think, man, if she's cheating them, I hope they don't get it. But you know what? Thank you so much.
Let me
It
see
only
if
took a couple threats.
let me see if I can do something for you first, Mahi. And I'm gonna reach out and put a hand on his chest. And I'm gonna try to remove curse.
Okay.
Or would it need to be on the sword?
No,
It's on-
technically
it would
she
be
can
on me.
remove the attunement.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
it doesn't
banishing.
actually remove the curse from the sword. It just removes his
Oh.
connection to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You'd have
yeah.
to cast banishment on my
Yeah.
sword.
So like
to
the
get rid of
sword
the
stays
spirit.
cursed, and if you attune to it again, you get the curse back, but it
Mhm.
removes
Got
the
it.
attunement.
All right. So, Mahi, you feel some of this golden power kind of flow out from Pythavin's arms into your body and kind of circle around and more focused around your hip, your sword sheath. There's a few moments here where you can almost feel like something kind of like grabbing onto your heart and holding on for dear life, but eventually
Pyth is focusing
feeling-
very hard.
the feeling lets go, and then all of a sudden, kind of feel like almost a release, and there's somewhat of a little bit of a shockwave that kind of emanates out from your belt area. The rest of you kind of feel it a little bit too. It's a little weird. It's a little like, what was that?
Oh. Was not expecting that.
And you are de-attuned from your sword of vengeance.
I just have a feeling it would be really bad if you ever attuned to it again.
Pyth slowly drops her hand and then just holds up the axe. How about
You
I trade you?
immediately rip off the sheath and you throw it to the ground.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I do. I take it off. I slowly reach over and I listen. No whispers. I grab the axe and I kind of like spin it. I use it for a second. Yes, and he says something really loud and draconic, and he gives Pyth a hug, whether she wants to or not.
Pyth is smiling. She kind of hugs him back.
As you
That's
hug
like-
her, you kind of look down at the ground and you kind of almost see the sword kind of slightly.
I'm gonna do what I promised to do, and
But there's nothing, no calling to it. You don't feel anger or wrath or anything.
That's nice. You have no idea this actually relieves me.
It's like fresh air that you're breathing now.
Well, one less thing to worry about in this next battle, huh?
Got that right. Need to get rid of this thing.
I think
In
I
a
know
way.
a place for it.
Do tell. Like Mahi's like smiling, like he's still kind of shocked and like almost disbelief that it was that easy. Like you can tell he's smiling and he's happy, but he's like looking down at the ground, kind of holds his head, looks at the battle axe, like you can tell he's happy, like happier than normal happy.
One of the town guards kind of walks by and then
He's
looks
like,
at your
"What's
group and the
happening?"
sword on the ground, and he kind of looks over you, Mahi, and goes, "Oi, no littering."
Shut
He
up!
picks up.
I gotta flip him off.
Yeah, Pyth is like, shut up!
Oh my god.
Ugh. He kind of walks by and he mumbles foreigners as he walks past you.
We're having a moment.
Who litters with a sword?
Honestly, I thought he was gonna come pick it up, and I was fixing.
I was gonna kick him in
No,
the head.
no!
Honestly, like I
Don't
was
touch
supposed to
that.
tackle him to the ground, like, don't do it! I'm saving you! I swear! What are you doing? I swear, stop
So-
moving!
Angelo said you have a place, an idea for it.
I just
said-
point over to Sister Garale's house.
If you think she
Alright,
could-
let's go.
Pyth's gonna go pick up the sword.
Oh, Mahi has the
There.
hilt, like, in the, like, he's making sure he's not touching the sword directly, so he's, like, holding on to the hilt, you know, like, he's not touching that
Okay.
sword.
Pyth holds
Is
her hand out
Pythvin-
for it.
Is Pythvin doing it?
Pyth's not attuning to it, she's just picking it
Yeah,
up.
right. No, I understand. I'm just making sure Mahi,
Yeah,
you're staying clear of it, right?
yes.
Okay.
Sure, yeah, take it. Please be careful.
Well, he kind of shudders a little bit, and he bangs the side of the battle axe against his shield.
Oh yeah. I can tell I'm gonna like you already.
He's not talking to it like it's like a person. It's like, yes, I just got this new item. Yeah, you're cool.
Yeah,
No.
you're talking to it. You've been talking to your weapons for
We're all like, this is
weeks
normal.
now. This is
I'm starting to think that's just something that he does.
This one doesn't talk back to you, though. It's a little weird. You kind of almost wait for a response, but you don't hear it.
Mahi's grateful there is no freaking.
You're happy, but you're also it's a little weird. It's like a little unsettling too. You're like, I don't know what to do with myself.
It's like I'm kind of
I'm gonna-
lonely in my own
I'm
head.
gonna turn. I'm gonna turn so I'm not facing Mahi. I'm gonna put my hand up to my ear and I'm gonna cast message to Tavi. Mahi is crazy.
Yo.
You can
Do I
reply
hear
to this
this?
message.
Yeah, you're the only one
Yeah.
who hears it.
You hear Tor's voice in your head, but you're watching her and she's not moving her mouth. So it's a little weird. It's echoey.
I'm like, Mahi is crazy? And he's thinking,
Mahi
am I
is
crazy?
crazy.
Probably thinking,
Tavi's-
am I crazy?
And actually,
This is
Tavi
your
is saying this out
conscience
loud
speaking.
because I don't think he gets the concept of how the spell works. So
Yeah.
he's actually saying it out loud.
This
Mahi
is your
just turned
conscience speaking.
Tavi. Mahi just turns
What?
to Tavi.
Is there something you would like to say?
Like, not in a
I heard-
threatening way, but like
Crazy.
confused way.
You're crazy?
Knocking on Sister Garale's door.
Yeah, did Angelo come with me? Because I was gonna tell him he should. If he didn't,
I think we're all following.
Yeah,
to be honest.
everyone's following, right?
okay.
Yeah.
So Python, you're kind of holding the sword. As you're walking down the street with everybody else, and kind of holding it like long ways there between your two arms. Just kind of a pulsing type of energy that's coming up from it.
Stop that.
See?
You say that to the sword. You can
Mahi did
and
like
you can
gestures.
just
Is like, you see?
vaguely hear some.
Actually, Pyth is going to like slowly hold it up to her ear and go, "You want me to what? I should kill all of them?"
Mahi gets
Fucking
wide-eyed.
right.
Can I insight check that? I'm gonna insight check that. I'm gonna insight check that. Holy crap.
Mahi's legitimately too worried
Oh no.
to
Oh,
insight
no.
check.
Oh, no.
Mahi's way too worried.
15 for insight?
Roll your
Wait,
deception.
no. 17 for insight. I can't roll below an 8 to determine if somebody is
Oh, my
lying or
word.
deceiving.
I got a 14, so Pyth's Pyth's messing with you.
Yeah.
It's you get one. You get one a day or one per stream. That's it.
No, I didn't say it. Pyth kind of just chuckles and stops. Just kidding.
Please don't stop listening to it. I talk to it. Not a good idea.
I'm not listening
That's
to
not
it.
freaking funny. That is
Angelo,
not freaking
the
funny.
door.
Mahi's like dead serious.
The door
You
kind of
knock-
opens with you guys standing on the porch, and she walks out and kind of shakes her head.
Angelo, I can. It was mine.
Let's.
So I can handle this. It's my stuff. I don't need you to take care of my crap.
He wants to
Okay,
explain.
who else got cursed?
Actually, quite the opposite.
We've only been
I
gone for
handled my
5
own-
minutes.
We undid it. Not
Look.
Pites.
No.
Oh, okay.
Look,
Yeah.
we have an object that needs to be disposed of and properly. It needs to make sure that nobody handles it or will ever see it again.
It needs to be destroyed.
What's wrong with it?
Well, for the fact that it's cursed me for these past few weeks and I have to kill anybody who slaps me. A spirit of vengeance.
It's a sword
Powerful
of
one at
vengeance.
that.
She kind of purses her lips and nods a little bit. Heard of these things.
I'm
Could
glad everybody else knows about
possibly-
these things.
I could possibly fix this for you if you wanted to keep the sword.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know about that. You know, normally I would be all for it, but unless you can like get rid of that spirit permanently and I don't ever have to worry about it again, I'm not touching that freaking thing ever again. Thank you. Good day.
Well, depending on, are you done, or do you want to hear?
No. I was joking about the. So well, good day.
Well, she goes, depending on the nature of the curse and how powerful it is, there are a couple of options. You can try to, well, I mean, could give in to it, and you know, most of these curses, especially curses of vengeance, usually will, if you solve their business, they'll leave this world on their own. Otherwise, we could force it out, but you might have to deal with whatever comes out of it.
How
Yeah,
about
you
this?
see, I
You
already
take
tried
the
that.
sword and hold on to it,
It's a good idea. I
and
said
we'll
it better
worry about
myself.
that later.
Very much so. Please do.
Okay. I will go ahead and keep it here. It belongs in a museum.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. It deserves to be destroyed.
No.
Please,
Yes.
for the love of all things holy, do not put that anywhere where anybody can get it. Honestly,
Don't
I'm thinking
touch
about needing to take it back. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
She's like currently holding it right now.
I mean, it's
You
in its
son of a-
sheath.
Please. I'm warning you. As a friend.
Well,
Don't
if nothing else,
remove
it's your
it
problem
from
now, not
its
ours.
Look, you know, normally I'd be like, yeah, sure, but that thing is something else. Angelo, you saw it. A little bit bigger than just a normal problem. Don't unsheath it.
Pretend.
Destroy it.
All right.
Des-
We'll dispose of it accordingly.
That's enough for me. Goodbye.
Take it to that old dumpster fire in the sky.
Excuse me?
You sure your little cleric friend didn't have anything to do with this?
No.
She leans in and whispers to you. You need to watch that one. I'm worried about her. She's not going down the right path.
Pyth rolls her eyes.
He just kind of looks at Pyth. Yeah, she's a little shifty, but I'm keeping it.
Pyth, who literally just removed your curse.
Right?
Why he's smiling? Why he's just smiling? Like she would probably know he's being sarcastic.
Yeah,
Like,
she's
it's to the
just
point
like,
where-
whatever, stupid. She's like, you hugged me 2 seconds ago. I know you ain't scared of me at this point.
Should have stabbed him in the back to keep him on his toes.
She kind of pats you on the back a little bit, Mahi. She goes, well, one thing that I know, especially from this group, from what I've seen, is that maybe Tymora will shine on you again.
Sure.
Maybe you'll find another sword that won't want to kill you.
That would be preferable. Yeah.
Well,
What a
alrighty.
concept that would be.
He just like, as soon as he says yeah, like you could tell he goes into like a deep trance, and you can tell getting a playback of everything that sword has ever done to him.
And one hand
Yeah.
is on your shoulder, but the other hand is kind of outstretched with the palm open.
Is she praying? Because Mahi's
No.
backing up right away. Okay.
She's kind of holding you close, but then she's holding out her hand to you.
He wants money.
Ah.
No.
I give her 5 copper pieces.
Pyth rolls her eyes again.
She nods and
She's
smiles.
disposing the sword at the very least.
We'll
I
call
could
it
at least
our
give her some.
disposal fee.
Exactly.
And she puts it in her basket, and she
Don't,
wiggles it around and shakes
don't
it.
Don't unsheath that. I know you're smarter than that. Don't.
Puts her basket down the ground.
Pyth's starting to wonder if this woman deliberately hurt her earlier.
Inflict harm.
Like, I'm not sure that was cure wounds.
She winks at you.
Squint.
Definitely sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Well, alrighty. Good luck to y'all. Assume you haven't left town yet.
No,
You were just here 5 minutes ago.
we are still quite here.
Well, you're the only group I've ever seen in my 500 years of being on this world. And yeah, get a curse. Start with a curse and get cursed in 10-minute time frame with another curse. Involved in a world-ending plot that you don't know anything about. Good times.
We've had a rough few weeks.
Well, I have a feeling it's gonna get better. We got our people looking in on it.
Is there like a receipt that we can get with that statement?
Can I get that written? Like,
She kind of points up to the sky. They're paperless
Oh,
up
yay.
there.
What? Can the
Paperless
paper?
up there.
Can I have it digitally?
can I get a copy sent to my email?
can I?
That
Do you
is
have
Python at ForgottenRealms.com.
PCR code?
Fun fact, Pyth actually does have an email that I made so that I can make another Xbox account.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You have a Xbox Python.
Okay, so
All
we're gonna
right.
call it now.
With that.
Alrighty, and with
Yeah,
that, everybody, the party re-emerges back onto the town square and waiting for
The man
Next
himself.
Friday.
the man to show before they decide to go on their journey.
Ratman.
That being
Ratman.
said, we will end tonight.
Farewell to the recording.
Farewell.
Bye.
Farewell, stream.